Hey guys, I'm Saion Gupta and I'm 10 years old. I'm the founder of 10xforthekids.com. And if you like this video, don't forget to smash that like button and share this video with as many people as you can. And if you're not subscribed to my channel yet, so do it without any delay so that you don't miss any of my JavaScript videos, Python videos, uh, music videos, and challenge videos. Any videos. Okay? So press that subscribe button if you haven't. And without any delay, let's get started. Okay? So today we are going to do scope. Okay? In JavaScript. And luckily, we are doing JavaScript today. So scope. Okay? Scope determines the accessibility of variables. JavaScript function scope. In JavaScript, there are two types of scope, local scope and global scope. JavaScript has a function scope. Each function creates a new scope. Scope determines the accessibility of these variables as it was written over here. Okay. Variables defined inside a function are not accessible from outside the function. So they are local variables. So if we define a variable inside a function, then we can't use it outside a function. So local JavaScript variables. Variables declared within a JavaScript function become local to the function. Local variables have function scope. They can only be accessed from within the function. Okay, so over here we are defining a function, my function, and variable car name is equals to Volvo. Code here can use car name, but code here cannot use car name. So it is a local variable. Since local variables are only recognized inside their functions, variables with the same name can be used in different functions. Okay, so let's repeat this thing. Let me repeat this. Since local variables are not recognized inside their functions, variables with the same name can be used in different functions. Okay, so this is quite clear. Local variables are created when a function starts and deleted when the function is completed. Quite easy. Now we are on global JavaScript variables. So let me tell you, in global variables, we can use that, like if we have defined a global variable, then we can use that variable like all like in a whole code. So a variable declared outside a function becomes global. A global variable has global scope. All scripts and functions on a web page can access it. So that's what I said right now. So over here we are making a global variable. Variable car name is equals to Volvo. Code here can use car name. Yes. Outside the any function. And code here inside a function also can use this variable called car name. So here and here everywhere you can use a global variable. Okay, so let's try it just for this. So I made a global variable and I can display Volvo in this function. I am displaying Volvo in this function. Okay, so like document.getElement by id, so this is bringing the element by its id and it's in HTML. So this part over here, if we write anything, then it will not show right now because we are changing the inner HTML. So this part changes and I can display plus car name. So I can display and car name's value is Volvo. So I can display Volvo. So it is coming over here. Okay, but I should recommend one thing. You should make as less global variables as you can, because like you will know how global variables cause errors. So JavaScript variables. In JavaScript, objects and functions are also variables. Yeah. So if I try it over here, this is a normal function, but we can define a function in a variable way also. So like I can do var x is equals to function and like this and like this. Sorry. And okay. Okay. So like this. So like if I do alert, I'll do over here command alert hi. Okay. And if I do x over here, so it is coming high. So this is also a function. A function is also like a variable. And if you want to see, so if I remove this, objects are also variables. So like this is an object. So and over here like I can do first name is a type of like Saion, and last name is okay, so last name is Gupta. Oh sorry, I switched on the caps lock. Okay, so no comma in this. So alert over here, if I do x dot first name, if I do this, then it shows Saion. So this is objects are also variables. Okay. Scope determines the accessibility of variables, objects, and functions from different parts of the code. So let's read this once again. Scope determines the accessibility of variables, objects, and functions from different parts of the code. Okay. So this line is saying that scope determines the accessibility of variables. As we know, objects and functions are also variables. So like they come in variables also from different parts of the code. So this was quite clear. I think so it is quite clear. Yeah. So if you assign a so automatically global, we are on automatically global. What is this? Okay, so let's leave it. Sorry. Yeah. So automatically global. If you assign a value to a variable that has not been declared, it will automatically become a global variable. This code example will declare a global variable car name even if the value is assigned inside a function. So let's see this. This is quite really interesting. Okay. So if I don't give the keyword var and by mistakenly I just for example I just wanted to use this car name somewhere, but I did car name, so like this. I didn't do capital N, so this is like case sensitive, right? So and if I did this like about whatever Tesla, okay. So if I did over here, unknowingly I just created a new global variable. So if I do car name over here, then unknowingly I have created a new global variable. So this can cause issues. That's why there's a thing called using strict mode. So this strict mode. Okay, so to prevent this, to like not like a like be in such a situation, you should use strict mode, and this strict mode will like alert you that like give an error that you have like not defined the variable car name and like you have set its value like that. Okay, so let's read this strict mode. So all modern browsers support running JavaScript in strict mode. You will learn more about how to use strict mode in a later chapter of this tutorial. In strict mode, undeclared variables are not automatically global. That's what I said. I'll make a video on strict mode. Okay, so you can check strict mode. Okay, so what is strict mode exactly? So global variables in HTML. With JavaScript, the global scope is the complete JavaScript environment. Excuse me. In HTML, the global scope is the window object. All global variables belong to the window object. So there is a window object in JavaScript. So like this is, or if we don't give this window.car name, then only it will work. Then also it will work. Okay, but if we give window, then so these global variables are like what we say, the global variables, yeah, the global scope is the window object, so in HTML. Okay, so like we have given window.car name instead of car name over here, then also it will work, and if we give car name, then also it will work. Okay, so over here we have warning: do not create global variables unless you intend to. So when it is really important to create global variables, then only like create global variables. As I said that creating unnecessary global variables where you can create local variables also is not good, because like global variables cause issues. And one more thing, like you should always you will know more about that in strict mode video, but like you should always keep your like code in strict mode. Okay, you should always code in strict mode. Okay, so your global variables or functions can override window variables or functions. Any function including the window object can override your global variables and functions. So this is what global variables, this error is caused due to global variables. So like if your global variables can override uh, window variables or functions, so like window default variables or functions, and any window variable can create override your variables. So that's why we should not create global variables. Okay, so the lifetime of JavaScript variables. The lifetime of JavaScript variables starts when it is declared. Local variables are deleted when the function is completed. In a web browser, global variables are deleted when you close the browser window or tab. So we know that local variables are deleted when the function has done its work, and but we didn't know that whenever like here in this W3 school also there are global variables, and when we close this window that we will not right now, we have this also. So if we close this window, then the global variables will be deleted. Okay, so we are on function arguments. Function arguments work as local variables inside functions. Yeah, so like if you pass something like over here car name, so you can use car name over here, so they work like local variables. Okay, so thank you guys. If you like the video, don't forget to smash that like button and share this video with as many people as you can. And if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, do that and press that notification bell too, so that you don't miss any of my JavaScript videos Python videos, challenge videos, around the world videos, or any video. Thank you guys. Bye. I hope you enjoyed.